So the process of adding laminates is similar to material, it's just a bit more steps. So I'm going to expand the model portion of the model tree, and notice that we have our composite layups. And I'm going to look at laminates. I'm going to right click and say new. And what I want to do is I want to define a new laminate. So let's call this my laminate. And what I want to do is I want to add a ply. So I'm going to click add. And from the drop down, I'm going to say what's going to be polycarbonate. The thickness here, let's just put 0.1, and the angle is going to be 0. And in this case, what I want is I want a bottom fiber distance, and I'm okay with the default. Now I'm going to click add to add another layer, but I don't see the material I want to use here. So I'm going to click the material option, and I'm going to select a material. Let's use the inventor library because I'd like to add this resin. So I'm going to click OK. There's the material, and now I'll see that that material is now available for me to select. The thickness is going to be 0.05, and it's going to be rotated 90 degrees. And I can continue with that, so I can click add. Let's pick another polycarbonate. We'll put another thickness in here, and we'll go back to 0. Now, there are some tools to kind of help you duplicate this. So notice I have the ability to copy. So perhaps I want to take this, I want to pick copy, I'm going to pick paste, and notice how I took that information and it pasted that in there for me, so I could kind of quickly duplicate it. So I had 2 rows selected, so it copied both rows, but it's not quite in the order I want. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm actually going to move this down. So I'm going to click down, and I'm able to change the order. So now maybe we want to take this one and make this 180 degrees. And this bottom one here, we're going to make at 45 degrees. So I have that ability to duplicate and then move up and down. So notice we can cut, copy, and paste, and we can move up and down. Also got options for symmetry and anti-symmetry. Also have the ability to undo within here. So I make a change or delete something, I can undo it from there. Another option I like is I have the ability to export this. And what's important here is that if I want to use this again in another model, then what I can do is just import this instead of having to recreate it. Now, if I click the preview button up here, what I get is I get a preview of the material. And if I make changes to it, so let's say we change this to 60 degrees, notice that the preview is going to update with that. So if I was to change the thickness or any values, and then I can see the equivalent properties down here. So I'm okay with how this is set up. I'm going to click OK, and notice that the laminate has been created. And anytime I can just double click on it and go in there and make changes to it. So that's how you define laminates within the Nastran environment.